there guys, this is Amy and welcome to my channel Beloved Plans. Today I am super excited to be showing you guys what I'm going to be using for my 2023 planners and goal setting. I know it's been a little while since I've had some new content for you, but I'm super excited to be back this year and bringing you some different content to get a little bit back into planning, kind of be sharing some things about my faith and just more different like lifestyle type of stuff too, rather than just planning. So I'm really excited about bringing you guys some fresh content in 2023. So my planner stack for the year is actually really quite simple. Back in the second quarter of 2022, I decided to give the Full Focus Planner a try. It was a quarterly planner, it was undated. I really had been wanting to get back into a daily planner. I had tried a few different options, but I really found that the bigger, kind of more like a classic size, this is just too big for me to carry with me back and forth to work and it, just around when I'm out and about. So I really liked this size when I was in the Passion Planner a couple of years ago. It was one of the few planners that I actually used for the entire 3 months. So I decided to give the Full Focus Planner a try. One of the people I work with, he's been using it for a while and it's worked really well, and I really love their goal setting tools they have included as well. So I just thought, you know what, I'm gonna give it a shot, and I really liked it. So this is actually the third one that I'll be using. So I did Q3 and Q4 of 2022, and so now this is this navy colored one is the new one for Q1 2023. It does not come with this sticker on there. This is a sticker I got from MakseLife, and I just kind of love throwing a little personal touch on there. I miss my discs and I miss like my fun covers. So if I have a sticker or something that I really like, this one says flawed and worthy, I put those on and they stay on really well. This is like a linen cover, but it has a nice coating on it so that it is water resistant and holds up really well as I bang it around. I'll show you guys. Here were the first two that I used. This was my Q3 planner for Full Focus, and this is a linen, but it actually didn't have the coating. It was more of just fabric, and as you can see, it got a little bit dirty, but you know what? It just shows that it was loved and used, and so I don't mind that so much. And then I did change to this green color for Q4. This was a new color they had come out, and this one does have that coating on there, which I really like, and I like how well it held up. There's my sticker I have for this time. Held up really well on the bindings. Yeah, it has a little wear there, but again, I like that it shows that it was used and loved. So here is my navy blue one. The guts are all the same for this size and the daily in the Full Focus planners. So I will not go super in depth into that. So the other thing I'm going to be using is the MakseLife. It's the goal setting companion notebook set. It comes with so this is the instructions, and then it comes with a set of 4 of these. So I'm using the gray one for the first quarter, and they are intended to be used quarterly, which works really well along with my Full Focus planner because that is also a quarterly planner. So I will just have one of these each quarter that I work through, and then I'll keep the other 3 aside for later in the year. And so I did a personal retreat again, which is something I've done for the last, I think this is my 4th one. And that is when I take a little overnight getaway to a local hotel, and I bring all my goal setting things, and I do my goal setting and planning for the year. And it's just like a way for me to recharge and get away from all the distractions of at home and everything, and spoil myself a little bit. And so I did that this year, and that was when I worked through all of the instructions in the goal setting companion notebook and did my compass assessment and set all of my goals for the new year. I think I'll do a separate video on what my goals are because it will take a little bit of time to go through each one. So stay tuned for that. But the way the goal setting companion notebooks work is you have the instruction one and then the quarterly one. And if you're familiar with the MakseLife planners at all, there is a monthly section, which I actually took that out already. I'll show you what I'm doing with that. Let's see here. So you have your monthly spread that you can use, and what's nice is these are all perforated so they can come out, and guess what? They fit really nicely into this planner. You have your monthly goals, And then each week you go in, you do a weekly reflection, and then you set your weekly actions. So my plan is to use this alongside my full focus planner. I'm going to kind of just show you guys briefly how I'm doing that for this first week of January. So in my full focus planner, there are 3 monthly spreads and it's undated. So here's what a blank one looks like. So this will be February and then March, but here's my January. And I went ahead and I put my monthly goals that I set, and I just took some washi and I put them in the middle here. So I honestly don't use this month at a glance type of spread very often. So I didn't mind having this like in the middle of it all. So I wanted to have these in a place where I could easily reference them when I'm doing my weekly planning. I can be like, okay, have I done these things? Do I have time to fit in one of these things? Like, is it a habit goal? Is it like a longer term goal kind of thing? So I like having this in here, and it might make it a little bit bulky, but really it's only going to have 3 of these in there, and so I don't think it'll make it too chunky. So then we've got that, and then these are the beginning sections of the planner, but every week you have a weekly preview section, and that was one of the things I really loved about this planner, and also the MakseLife system is there is like time every week where you sit down. I do mine like on a Sunday afternoon, and you prepare for the week ahead. So that's when I look at my calendar, I look at my to-dos, I look at the rest of the month, what I have coming up, so that I can be as prepared as possible for the week ahead. And that is when you reflect a little bit. So they call it a weekly preview in the full focus planner. You reflect on kind of how the past week was, and then you set your new goals, you do a review, you set your weekly big 3. And so what I am going to be doing this year is also taking my weekly actions. So this is not divided up by like area of life at all, which is okay. It's just kind of all encompassing. But what I really loved about the MakseLife system was how their things were set up in area of life categories. So this enables me to make sure that I am focusing on different areas, or like for this year, health and wellness and financial are my top 2 goal areas. So I want to make sure that I'm doing things to work towards the goals I've set in those areas. So this helps me, and I took it out of the planner, obviously, or I took it out of the notebook on the perforation, and I actually am just kind of keeping it in this weekly preview section right here. I also had it in the daily page as well, just to keep it top of mind. So when I'm setting like my tasks for the day, I can be like, okay, is there anything on here? Like, can I text Wendy today? And then I can put that on my to-do list, or if that's something that needs to be pushed out to later in the week, that's okay too. And then I can check them off as I go. So I like that this is not attached, that it kind of floats, but it also fits in here. I think it's going to work really, really well for me. And I like having this in my face. I feel like sometimes this page gets ignored. I look at it when I do my weekly preview, but then later in the week, as I'm planning out my specific days, I'm not really coming back to it at all. So I like that I can move it day to day if need be, or just keep it in this weekly section. So then here was Monday. So here's a good example of just how I'm going to use the planner this year. I'm going to set my daily big 3. I'm going to put my schedule in for the day, and then I'll have my different tasks, which maybe are some things from my weekly actions here. And then I'm planning to track my meals more. So I went ahead and pre-planned that stuff, put in a spot to do all of that tracking. One thing that worked really well for me was, of course, I'm still using stickers, because why not? I have so many, and I just like that it gives it a little bit prettier of a look and it makes it a little bit more fun. So I actually, when I sit down and do the weekly preview, I go ahead and decorate my planner for the entire week. 9 times out of 10, I do it the entire week. Sometimes I'll leave like Friday and Saturday, but I will say most of the time I end up not coming back and decorating them. So I have found if I just sit down and do Monday through Sunday of that week and just throw a few stickers down, that it actually is a lot easier for me to want to use my planner, because I know it's cute, I know it's pretty. Every day has like a little bit sticker, different stickers on it, so it's more fun for me to look at. So I did go ahead and do that for this week. Pre-planned some things We're on Wednesday here. I had to work from home today because we got a blizzard. But again, like I just wrote in some breakfast, lunch, dinner, and just doing a little bit of decorating and putting in my schedule as far as the things I know. So then each day, each morning, typically I'll sit down and fill in my big 3 for the day and finalize any other tasks. And then I'll write a daily win on the previous day. I'll write that in for the day before. So here's just a quick peek at my spreads for the week. Got Saturday in there and then Sunday. So super simple, not going real crazy with stickers, but it is fun to go back and look and then see just some cute spreads. It adds a little bit of life to it. So, and then we've got the weekly preview. So that is kind of my plan as of right now here in January of how I'm going to be using these 2 different systems together. And I'm really excited because so far this week, it's been working really well. It's keeping me in the planner, which has kind of been my biggest problem, is getting in the planner every single day and staying using it throughout the week. So anyhow, I would love to know what you guys are using in this new year. Have you ever tried a full focus planner? Have you tried MakseLife at all? I'd love to just hear what your lineup is and just maybe some tweaks that you're making for this year to your planner system. So leave that in the comments below. Love to hear about it. And also would love to see you guys back here in a future video. I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.